welcome to Scoots Propaganda on YouTube. Back again with another month reviews. I start off with Superman Unchained, which I will have to say, is it over yet? Well, please. Then we go on to Superman Batman, which is having this whole memory loss story, kind of cute, kind of whatever, kind of what. But then we go to Future's End crossovers, the whole month of September a bit, with Superman Batman. It's actually not a bad storyline with why in the Future's End universe Superman's pissed at Batman. They don't quite say why, but yeah, it's pretty big fallout for everybody involved. Pretty big. Then we go to the Future's End crossover for Action Comics. This one's really cool story with the old Sand Superman storyline back from the 1970s. Revived a few times over the decades. And I kind of like this one a lot because it's also, what's his name again? The guy who wrote all those Action Comics stories. I forget his name, but the guy who wrote all those really cool backups. Then we go to Future's End crossover Superman Wonder Woman, where basically Wonder Woman finds out that she's been tricked, and Superman tells her she shouldn't be the god of war, she should be the god of peace, and I didn't really care. Future's End crossover with World's Finest, in which Huntress goes to save, Power Girl goes to save Huntress. Really cool storyline here, ties in really well. It's by the master Paul Levesque, so what do you expect? Final issue of Adventures of Superman, the non-continuity book. Interesting parts. I like some parts of it, hated other parts of it. And I thought it was slightly over the place, but the fact that he'd wait to the end of the universe to save the one spacecraft, spoilers from a month ago, I was kind of whatever that part. But it was a nice try, I think, to have an all-encompassing story for all the Superman characters out there. And Jeff Johns' Mutant Superman book. I wish it would get started. It goes someplace. I don't know. I'm just, as I can keep waiting for something to happen, anything to happen. What the point of it is, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to last even 6 more issues of this thing before they change it up again. And Smallville Chaos. Really cool storyline here with all the leading up to the Crisis event. I heavily suggest this to everyone out there who likes to read real Superman comics, where they're Superman and Lois Lane are together, and though they got rid of the red trunks, though, because they're just not nice people. But still a cool book every month. An Association comic starring Wonder Woman. This is the new internet first and then print after comics. And the first one's really cool. Gail Simone takes place kind of in the middle of the, feels like a really good story with her against the Batman villains. And the second story, if I remember right, was I'm so unprofessional doing like this. Gasp. Yeah, the second story sucked with Cersei. Didn't like that one. But this one, this one here, the first story feels like very much of a tribute to the Greg Rucka era, which was a great run of books. And the second story sucked. So yeah, this one, if you like Greg Rucka's Wonder Woman, read this one. Fits right into there. And then we go to Multiversity, DC's big crossover event, well, kind of event somewhat this year. Grant Morrison has trippiest. All I can say is this, read it again, because it's just so full of just Grant Morrison on his A game and of weirdness, but just strangeness. And there's also a couple Crisis homages in here too. And then we go to the next Multiversity issue by Grant Morrison, Society of Super Heroes. Really cool storyline. You read this and you say you felt like you've read this your entire life. It's just a wickedly cool stuff. I said, Grant Morrison, whatever you're smoking nowadays, who knows, allegedly, you know, great job. Then we go to, I'd say, All-Star Western, final issue. I'm sad to see this book go. Very, very sad. In fact, so sad that I have a tribute planned. This issue was wonderful as well. We miss you so much.
Midnight, out in the moonlight,
and DC canceled it. book, and I can't
After
sing.
midnight, searching for you.
I'm hot. They must have the comic on fire either.
I work for my...
That was my tribute to All-Star Western. Thank you, Patsy Cline. Then we go to Original Sin. Garbage. Then we go to Captain Marvel. Interesting storyline with the cat. I repeat, with the cat. Very cool. And then last but not least for this month, Miss Marvel 7 and 8. Wolverine crossover. Really kind of cool. Really interesting. And also they kind of reveal part of Origin in. And this one, Lockjaw, which everyone from the 80s is going to say, oh yeah, that character. Also a really cool story. This is just a fun book. One of my new favorites, I guess. So, that's it for this month, and thank you very much. So check out Scoops Riches on Twitter, my blog, Scoop Mental Propaganda, hit like to my Facebook page, and I'll see you all next month. Until then, toodles. And check me out on Twitter at Scoop Riches. And check out my blog, Scoop's Mental Propaganda. And hit like to my Facebook page. Thank you very much.